Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so excited that you are here tonight on one of these first Mondays of November, and I'm so excited to be here tonight to share with you and to introduce you to a dear friend and someone who always, whenever I speak with her, offers so much value to me. I always learn so much, Abby Beauchamp. So I will introduce Abby in just a moment. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Isa Dinerman, and I'm here in Prescott, Arizona, Northern Arizona. And I've been a part of LifeVantage for, it was 6 years on August 25th. So I need to get ready to say 6.5 years. But this has been such a joy to be on this journey and to just to connect. This is a business. This is a company of connection. And every one of you that's on this call this evening are here because someone connected with you and cared enough to look in your eyes and ask you, what are you looking for? Maybe it's better health. Maybe it's an opportunity, whatever it is. But it's just such a beautiful business of connection. So I would like to start off today with a few announcements. And instead of sharing a few slides with you that many of you have probably already seen this morning, I'm going to just make these quick announcements. If you have a pen, just jot them down. But I invite you to look in the One Person Big Difference Telegram group, the Team Inspire Change Facebook group. We have different groups where we give out this information, weekly calls. So just so that you are in the know. But a quick rundown is this is such an exciting month. Does everyone just feel free to drop things in the chat, everybody. Does everybody feel that November is just, people are really excited? We're excited about what we have product-wise. We're excited about many of the promotions. Yes, Angel. And we're gearing up for the holidays. And in November, I'm not thinking about holidays so much as I'm thinking about the new year, right? And blessing people. So as I said, all of these are in the One Person Big Difference Telegram, but immediately following our call this evening, we are going to be blessed by Carrie Dickey. She is our presidential level Carrie Dickey, and this is going to be every Monday at 7 p.m. Mountain. So I am in Arizona, and I'm going to start speaking in Mountain Time because it's just easier. So 7 p.m. Mountain for everybody. That's immediately following this call tonight. And then tomorrow and Thursday, Carrie is also going to be presenting again. And there are 3 times to choose from. So take a look at that shareable in our groups and take a look and just see what times they are. But I will just say, for the sake of Mountain Time, they start at 6 p.m. Okay. Or 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 7 o'clock Mountain Time. So Tuesdays, we also have Momentum Live. Be sure that you are on the LifeVantage Facebook page because there is some incredible information that corporate is putting in there right now. What I love about that page is that if you can't join live, you can go back when you have that time in the evening or in the early morning to take a look and see what you want to catch up on. It's there for you to look at live and replays. Wednesday, we have a virtual sip and glow with executive leaders, Dr. Dondi and Marcy Nettles. And these are going to be the first and third Wednesday of each month at 6 p.m. Mountain. So a virtual sip and glow, which is going to be explaining our products and our opportunity to anyone who joins. So if anyone has any questions about those or where to find them, please drop it in the chat. But I'm going to turn it over. I want to give as much time and honoring Abby for joining us this evening. So I met Abby just about 6 weeks ago, and it has been a whirlwind. We met through another friend, Dr. Pam Denton, who I met at a wellness expo in my hometown of Rochester, New York. And about 3 days, I believe exactly after meeting Dr. Pam, she said, I want you to meet Abby Beauchamp. And she is my running partner. She is one of the coaches in, she is a partner with Dr. Pam. So as I have met Abby, I have just been more and more, she's touched my heart so much because she's teaching me so much about leadership and about this business of network marketing. Abby, among many other things, is a network marketing professional. She's been doing it for several years. And she is the one who has really drilled into my being here, that this is a business of connection. And if we're not connecting with people, everyone, we're selling, right? So this is a business of really connecting with people. So I'm going to read a bit of Abby's biography, or her bio here. So Abby Beauchamp is the best-selling author. She's a facilitator of neuroactivated leadership. Neuroactivated leadership. So this is leadership from a neuroscience perspective, everyone. And she is the Chief Leadership Officer for Positive Evolution Consulting. She's also a superpowered leadership trainer and speaker. She's a nervous system expert and a master connector of people. I love that, Abby. Abby uses her diverse expertise to help others find unique and holistic ways, so encompassing our mind and body, everybody, to increase revenues, live their passion, feel psychologically safe, and achieve the success that they're looking for. Abby, I love that you thoughtfully sent me your bio to share tonight. She's very thoughtful and discerning in choosing her words and really wanting to be sure to really touch people and communicate what it is that she's sharing. So Abby, thank you so much for joining us. You're in Portland, Oregon, and we're so excited to have you here tonight to share a bit about your experience with leadership, your experience as a leader who has led large teams. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you, Isa. And yes, what a gift. What a gift this last 6 weeks has been for those of you who I was asked to get up and share for just a minute at the breakout at convention. So that was 2 weeks into my my introduction to LifeVantage. I got up and I shared about creating a vision board. And I've taught vision boarding for years, and I had just created a new vision board for turning 50, which is coming up very soon for me. And I started saying yes to some things that had kind of been in the periphery that started coming forward. And one of those was neuroactivated leadership and working at a new level with Dr. Pam Denton, who we've collaborated for quite a few years. And then within just days, Pam meets Isa, who flies us, who introduced us to the Pose and to corporate, who fly us out for a red carpet experience and then invite us to convention to come meet many of you. And it was quite the whirlwind. And to be doing neuroactivated leadership and then be paired with an activation product was just an unbelievable gift, as is a good way to put it. So I put a few slides together because in my background, I am really at heart, I'm an experiential learner. And so I love to share from that experience. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit as my knowledge and expertise has grown over all these years with leadership. When Isa said, can you just talk on leadership? That's a huge subject and one of my favorites. And I want to talk about what it's come to with this neuroactivation leadership and why I think it pairs so well with our product line. And one of the many things I do is a wellness center. This is my office, and I'm just grateful to have this great pairing. And so I put together a couple slides to talk, and then also let you guys experience a little bit this today too. So let me hit present here. All right, Isa, give me a thumbs up if you can see that okay. Can you see that? Okay, cool. All right, so neuroactivation leadership. So like I said, just recently, I finished this new vision board, and Pam said, come and work with me, come and be my Chief Leadership Officer at Positive Evolution Consulting. And it was a big step for me to decide to make this shift to go help teams. And I've always been a solopreneur. I've always gone out and I've always, done I'm really a multipreneur. I've always had, a network marketing company paired with whatever else I was doing in my life, from having a Montessori school to my healing center and many, many more things that I do. So I've always had network marketing coming alongside. I've always been poured into by incredible mentorship that just put book after book after book in front of me, speaker after speaker after speaker in front of me. And I really made sure that my environment was always surrounded by personal development and leadership development. And so when Pam came to me and said, let's take, will you come work with me as my chief leadership officer at Positive Evolution? She said, we're going to go and change the way leadership's looked at. Because as much as I'm passionate about leadership, there's some components where I've run into that just didn't quite sit right with me, that didn't quite come into full alignment with me. And what I love is actually when we teach other people how to be a facilitator in neuroactivated leadership, we actually call our system align. Like when you come fully in alignment with yourself and you become a heart-centered leader and you connect, as Isa was saying, my passion is connection. Like, how do we connect to others? Because that's when, I don't think selling necessarily is a bad thing, because I think selling is just a transference of belief. That's what my mentorship always taught me. But it's through those connections, through that transference of belief, through the ability of connecting and helping people come into their heart, to get rid of their blocks and come into their heart. And so, so what does leadership feel like? So each of you on this call, whether you've recognized it in yourself or not, are a leader. We each are leaders, everything from our homes to our personal self, to lead our personal self, to our teams, to our businesses, to our work. No matter what is going on in your life, there's an element of leadership. And leadership can often look like this, as much as you're like, oh, I want to go do this. This is on my vision board. Like, shouldn't it just be a straight arrow? Well, that's not life, right? Most of us, my 48 years of life, that hasn't been the reality. This is more what leadership looks like, especially if you've ever raised children, if you've ever tried to start your own business, like, all of you that are in network marketing, this is what network marketing looks like. You're like so excited, and then this happens, right? So, so what are some of the biggest issues? Well, we have here in LifeVantage, one of the things I was really excited when I met the leadership in LifeVantage is you guys have a wonderful, we, I'm now going to be, we have this wonderful plan, the ITT. We have a very simple strategy of how to be successful. But why is not everybody on this call? There's 60 people on the call. Oops, can you get that, Ethan? Who needs to be muted? Why is everybody not just doing the call or just doing the simple plan, right? It's a simple plan. And I've done again, I've done. Lisa, can you find them?
Yes, I'm so sorry. If you have just joined and you are not muted,
you scroll down,
please mute. Abby, if I mute everyone, will it mute you?
Go ahead, and then I can unmute myself.
All righty.
After you did that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, now Tanya's saying mute your.
There we go.
Oh my,
Okay, thank you.
oh my gosh, you guys.
They're still mute. They're still.
I'm so sorry.
It's Katie Walsh.
They're saying it's Katie Walsh. Oh my goodness. How can I do this?
Can you scroll down to find them?
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, thank you, Abby.
Yep.
Why? Tell them that you. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, guys. Fail me.
Okay, thank you, Abby. Sorry about that.
No worries. Yeah, no worries. It happens. All right. So one of the biggest issues in network marketing that I found in my 25 years of doing this is that we have a simple plan. We present the simple plan. People get excited about the plan. And then what happens, right? Their baggage gets in the way. Their life happens. Their excuses, their fears, their and it just starts stacking up. And so you end up with this large baggage that gets in the way of this very simple plan, right? So what if, right? I always love that question. What if they didn't have the baggage and they could just go forward with their plan? And that's one of the things that I became so passionate about, getting excited about the science behind. So yes, my background is in, I'm a nervous system expert. I'm an orthobionomist by trade, and I study the nervous system. I paired up with Dr. Pam, who's a chiropractor, who also was another nervous system geek. And we came together in over 4 years, and both of our 20 plus years of experience, we came together with neuroactivated leadership to scientifically clear the luggage out, clear the blocks out, so that we can actually access these simple plans and access moving ourselves and our teams forward. So again, I said, let's do this in fun. Let's have some fun with this. And let's do some clearing of some blockages. So I want you to pick a word from this list. So we all have these subconscious blocks. Even myself, I have to work on this on a regular basis. This isn't a one and done by any means. But we have these subconscious blocks that are caused by old beliefs caught in our nervous system. These are limiting beliefs that halt our progress, that become that stacked luggage. They're resistance, avoidance, denial, blame, excuses, limitations, controls, projections. I don't know about you, but I know I've hit all of these at some point in my life that I run into these. So what I want you to do with me, guys, right now, if you'll play along with me, is let's clear one of these blockages. So pick your word, and I just want you to imagine that you have a big chalkboard in front of you. And if it helps you to close your eyes or turn off your camera, go for it. But I want you to take your hand and write that word up there. So for me, I'm going to write the word control, because guess what? It happens for me. And control, especially trying to control my own life, like it's on my vision board. It should happen right now, right? Nope, I'm going to work on control right now. So you pick your word. I'm going to write control up on my blackboard in front of me. Write it however you want to. Now, with your breath, I want you to blow the word away. So in through your nose and like a dragon breath out, blow it out. And start using your dominant hand. Go ahead and start blowing and using your dominant hand, wiping that word off the chalkboard in front of you. Now bring in your non-dominant hand, and I want you to use both hands and wipe the board and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Blow the board off the chalkboard. Be sure not to hit yourself in the face as you do this. If you need another tool beyond your hands, feel free to let your imagination fly. I've had people use flamethrowers, sledgehammers, whatever you need until that word is gone. But blow it off, wipe it off, get it gone, make it gone, and then put your hands back into your lap. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, allowing for the sensation of that word to be gone out of your system. Go ahead and put one hand on your heart, one on your belly. Give yourself a little squeeze. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. We release this word. We release this word out of our nervous system, out of our body, out of our mind, out of our soul, to create space. When we create space, what happens, go ahead and open up your eyes, is what happens when we create space is that we can now set big goals. We can actually, so I'm walking you guys through a very quick, because we only have 30 minutes or less. I want to make sure you guys don't miss Carrie. We're going to go through this very quickly. So here's step one, is we clear out what is blocking those bags, right? Those baggage we're carrying around. And the next, we're going to activate, remember that wonderful word that we all love in the Activation Nation. We're going to activate our brain. We're going to set a big goal, and we're going to help our brain seek out the solution. So just one of the tools, because that's all we have time for tonight, is called the 8-part activation breath. So we're going to activate, I'm just going to give you this little taste right now. It's 8 sniffs in through your nose and 8 breaths out through your mouth, like you're fogging a mirror. Right? So we're going to just do 3 rounds just to give you a little taste. So I want you to think of a goal. It can be a big goal. It can be a little goal. It can be, I'm going to eat dinner tonight, whatever you want it to be, or I'm ready to build a massive network marketing team here on LifeVantage. So whatever your goal is, your next rank advancement, I want you just to think about the goal, let it just kind of hang in the air, and let's breathe in through your nose. I'm going to help count this out. Sniff in, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Sniff out, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Sniff in, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Breathe out, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. One last time. Sniff in, 5, 6, 7, 8. hold, breathe out, 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 out. 5, 6, 7, 8, hold. Go ahead and go back to your natural breath, allowing your breath to breathe you. And just taking a moment of feeling in that oxygen into your body, feeling into that life force that you've just brought in, that activation that you just created into your brain. Your brain, you created space, and then you brought in this energy into your brain to allow it to start seeking out the solutions. Now, I want to, oops, go ahead. Oh, it's going to make us do a little video. I love it. Pam is the queen of Canva. She put this together for me, and she's always finding the coolest videos and little pieces. There we go. So I want you to imagine if your whole team was neuroactivated, where your collection activates your brain, your collective mind activates the brain, creating solutions together. So this is what we do at Positive Evolution Consulting. This is the work that I have become passionate about. But I wanted to share a component with you guys tonight, just to get you starting to think, what if we could clear the baggage? So you and your whole team could come together, because whenever, one of the things I've definitely learned over the years, when you come together as a team, when you synchronize your work and your thoughts together, when you synchronize your breath together, what happens is magnified beyond your belief. So I've done vision boarding for years and years and years. I've taught it for years and years and years. And then I did a collective mind session with my Positive Evolution team. I downloaded my next vision board, and it has come in faster than anything else I've ever done before in my life. And I know it's because we did it as a collective, right? That's what we neuroactivated as a collective mind together. And that's what happens when your whole team does this together. It's pretty amazing. So, oops, let's see if I can get my screen to go to the next one. But you guys get to watch the cool brain again. I don't usually use videos in my presentation, but I love these little videos that she's come up with. They're beautiful. Come on. Oh, come on. Let me get through this. There we go. Next, next. I'm stuck on the video. Hang on, guys. Sorry. Technical issue. There we go. All right. So, am I doing on time? We're still good. We're good. Okay, like I said, I was trying to make this as fast as I could, but I wanted to give you guys value tonight. I wanted to give you something to help you realize that no matter what your practices are out there, know that I'm now part of your team, and I'm here, and you have so many great leaders on this team that are here to pour into you, pour into each other, connect with each other, and learn and grow together. And if you want to know more about neuroactivated leadership, you can go to Positive Evolution Consulting, book a call with me. I do free consult calls all the time. And we can talk about, how do we help you? How do we help your team? How do we help you guys come together and do that? And if you just want to know more, we have a Meet the Founder call every Tuesday at 2:30 Eastern. And when you go to the website, you just put in your contact information and we'll send you the Zoom. So thank you, Isa. I hope that was super, super fast, like the fastest I've ever shared neuroactivated leadership. But I just wanted you guys to know that this is available. This is the evolution of leadership. And, in my heart, this is where leadership's going, because it is about connection. I have this in my office here. It's called a metronome cube. And if you guys aren't familiar with it, it's one of my favorite things to look at and think about the connections. We are all these little bits of light, and we are all connected. And when we connect together, we elevate. And that's what network marketing is all about. The leadership I've experienced in network marketing, I'm deeply, forever grateful for, because that's what's been poured into me. And now it's been elevated into this science that I can come back out and share in yet this whole new way. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Isa. Is there anything else I can add or share that you want me to talk about?
I just want to say thank you, Abby. Wow. I mean, this is just so powerful, because we all, the more that I have heard from you and your team, our team, is just that, there's so much within us, everyone. And we all know that. We all hear that. There's so much within us. And, if we can all rise together How powerful is that? What if we all kind of just embrace this and release blockages together? So Abby, this is so powerful. And I know that you truncated, the uniqueness of your work a lot. So if you're curious, friends, feel free to reach out to Abby or to me. I can connect you. But thank you so much. It's always such a great opportunity to learn, Abby. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Well, thank you. And I send you out lots of love. Hopefully I'll get my little heart bubbles going.
I know. Let's see, Marisa. Let's throw your heart up. Does anyone else have these hearts?
There we go. There we go. Sending love. Yay. All right, guys.
I love it. Thank you, Abby. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Have a great night. See you on the Carrie Dickey call. Bye-bye.